Have you ever felt stuck, disoriented, or unmotivated in your life simply because everything is chaotic and overwhelming? If you want to create a little bit of order in your life, read and apply the rules in the book entitled 12 Rules for Life by Jordan B. Peterson. The rules in this book, in my opinion, are some of the greatest. They go far deeper than the ones I typically discuss in this channel. They have the power to significantly alter your mentality, which would then affect how you act. In this video, I won't only create an outline of the book, but I will be providing a few quick insights that really resonated with me. Even if you've read this, I think these are really important reminders. Let's get started with the first one. The noble victim. I think that this could be the biggest life lesson you'll learn from this book. We frequently view other people or even ourselves as noble victims. When horrible events happen, it is simple to place the blame on someone. It's simple to point fingers at the difficult situation, having poor luck, the government, those people, or someone else but yourself or them, but that's actually the least likely scenario. Bear full responsibility. If you analyze the negative moments in life and go back far enough, you'll undoubtedly find that they were caused by a choice you made. You might have been paying for something today that you didn't do years ago. Most of the time, people would rather view themselves as noble victims. When you do that, you essentially deprive yourself of all authority because you're implying that you have no control over all the horrible things that are occurring to you and that, as a result, you can do nothing to change them. But instead of constantly blaming others for your problems, you need to recognize and take responsibility for what you did and analyze how you are going to correct it, or how you can change your life. That's something you can actually do, unlike when you see yourself as the noble victim. Then, there's no more blaming and you can take extreme ownership and actually improve your life. Friendships. Perhaps you shouldn't have a friendship if it's one that you wouldn't encourage your father, sister, or daughter to be friends with. Many people, out of loyalty, continue to hang out with friends who they are aware are having a bad impact on their lives. However, friendship is meant to be a two-way street. You support one another, much like an iron sharpening iron situation. But if it's a bad thing and you're aware that it holds you back in life, don't stay in that relationship out of loyalty and support someone who's causing harm simply because it's what you've always done, and it's the simple thing to do. Instead of comparing yourself to someone else now, compare yourself to who you were yesterday. One of the simplest pits to fall into is this one, especially today. I think almost everyone, including me, whenever they see other people on social media living the best life, would be insecure. It's very common right now. Instead of comparing ourselves to others based on what we see from the outside, we should concentrate more on ourselves inside. Focus on improving in even the smallest way from yesterday to today, since you can see the benefits of years of hard effort, but not the daily progress. Be consistent and do that every single day, and you'll notice how your life transforms. Today is the day to stop. This essentially means to begin correcting what you already know to be wrong. The majority of us are aware of our bad habits and how they prevent us from just having a better quality of life. Spending too much time on social media could lead to procrastination, excessive TV viewing, overeating, and poor self-care. If you look at your life, you will find something you need to stop doing. Start doing that today. And start showing us some support by liking and sharing this video and subscribing to our channel. Always be truthful. Speaking the truth or going the easy route are not the only two options available. They represent two very distinct approaches to life. They are entirely different ways of being, so even if it seems uncomfortable or you're doing it for someone else or it's just easier to lie, tell the truth, or at the very least don't lie. Treat yourself like you are somebody you are responsible for. In general, people don't really take good care of themselves. If it were, say, our children, you wouldn't offer them junk food even if they wanted it simply because it would make them happy, and yet we do it for ourselves. We won't eat healthily, won't go to bed on time, won't exercise, won't do things to better our life. Even if it doesn't result in our immediate satisfaction, we need to kind of stand back and act in our own best interests. Instead of merely thinking about what is happening right now, we need to focus on actions that will improve our feelings, strength, intelligence, and ability to form better connections in the future. Compassion as a vice. There are many people out there who are overly compassionate, which harms both them and those around them. When you never speak up for yourself when something is unjust or confront those around you when they are acting inappropriately, you not only emotionally harm yourself, but also prevent those around you from taking responsibility for their own improper behavior. Therefore, even while having compassion is an extremely necessary and positive quality, watch out that you don't go too far and let it wreck your life. You must specify what success is. Many of us are reluctant to define success because, if we do, we must simultaneously define what failure is. If we fall short of this success, we are failures. In order to stop ourselves from perceiving ourselves as failures, we tend to not define success. However, even if we do this, we will still know deep down that there is something we could have been that we are not. There's a part of you that tells you that don't want to have regrets, that you could have been this if you had just tried for it but you never did because you were scared of failing at it, and therefore you missed out on every opportunity. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. Your emotional state is greatly influenced by your posture. You can try this right now if you don't believe me. You feel more relaxed and more self-assured if you stand up straight with your shoulders back. All you have to do is that. You are more confident. Try sitting up straight if you're currently slouching when sitting down. You'll start to feel more confident. You'll be more inspired and pay close attention to your posture. It will alter how others perceive you. Simply standing up straight and pushing your shoulders back will change the way you view yourself. Intolerance of other people's viewpoints. He said, to quote, "Intolerance of others' views, no matter how ignorant or incoherent they may be, is not simply wrong. In a world where there is no right or wrong, it is worse. It is a sign that you are embarrassingly unsophisticated or, possibly, dangerous." There are a significant number of people who don't like Jordan Peterson, who most likely hasn't read any of his books just because they hear something or see a news report about him. If you disagree with someone, you shouldn't just ignore them, block them, or act as if they don't exist. Rather, strike up a discussion and see if you can learn anything from them and others. Ask yourself these 3 self-care questions. First, what might your life be like if you genuinely took good care of yourself? Would you have more energy and extra time to pursue your interests? How would it appear? Then, consider what career would challenge me, make me productive, and help others so that I could carry my fair portion of the weight and reap the rewards. The final question is, what should I be doing in my spare time to enhance my strength, knowledge, and health? When we have free time, many of us almost literally waste it on social media, watching TV, or doing other pointless activities. How can you use that time to make changes in your life that will make tomorrow better than today? Do not be a monkey. An old legend describes how to capture a monkey in the wild. Get a heavy object that the monkey can't really lift, like a jar, and put something interesting, like a rock, inside of it so that when the monkey sticks its paw inside to get something, it can't take it out again. Even when you try to pick the monkey up, it will refuse to let go of what it is holding, even if it means losing its freedom. Ask yourself what you are clinging to so tenaciously just because it is enjoyable, cool, or distinctive and is preventing you from enjoying freedom. Put the value, make the world better, at the top of your value structure. That will make it much clearer as to what you should actually accomplish. Simply ask yourself how you may use your time in a way that will improve the world. Things will just start to reveal themselves, they don't have to be major things. Maybe it's to organize a space to make it cozier and less stressful, which would slightly improve your surroundings. Maybe it's cooking dinner or doing the dishes. What are those small things you can do with your time to improve your surroundings and the world around you a little bit? You and your partner must argue. Though that might seem like awful advice, bear with me. We often choose to remain silent toward our partners because we believe that we are acting morally. If you ignore a problem or something they're doing while you tell yourself that you're being the greater person here because you're a peace-loving person, and you just sweep it under the rug, then the monster under the rug grows a little bit. If you keep doing that over many years, the monster will ultimately grow from the rug and eat you. Instead of just pushing it under the rug and then retaining some bitterness in response to someone saying something you don't agree with or that is harmful in some manner, have a talk with them or engage in an argument with peace as the ultimate objective. You don't intend to harm them further. You're aiming for peace. The future mammoth. Mammoths should be saved for later. He speaks about the beginnings of delayed gratification in a way that is more narrative than factual. Imagine you're living in ancient times and you kill a mammoth and have more food than you can now consume. This could be the beginning of delayed gratification. Since you have more than you need right now and are unable to save it for later, you offer it to your friends in the area in the hopes that they will reciprocate one day when they kill a mammoth and you are in need. Really, what you're doing is investing in your reputation by helping others, and you're also engaging in delayed gratification, which may allow you to stuff yourself, hoard your possessions, and sort of brag that you have more than everyone else at the moment. Instead, you are making a sacrifice for the future now, and those who practice delayed gratification are typically much happier and more successful. You become who you are, not whom you wish to be. Simply said, this is the notion that actions speak louder than words. If you're not the person you want to be right now, you must start acting in ways that reflect your desired persona. You need to start acting more to change who you are. When you wish to become a book reader, you start by reading a page every day. Eventually, you become a book reader by acting and demonstrating to yourself that you are a book reader. You also have a healthy diet. You are a person who frequents the gym. By acting, you develop into those people. These are just some of the takeaways I got from reading this book. If you want more content like this, click this video or this playlist. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is Financial Fortune and thanks for watching.